Today I'm going to be demonstrating the Romanian deadlift. Here is an intermediate version of the exercise utilizing dumbbells. To perform the Romanian deadlift, you want to stand with feet about hip width apart with toes pointing forward. You'll have soft knees here and they'll be slightly flexed throughout the movement. During the downward phase, you will flex the hips, pushing them backward. This movement occurs at the hips, not at the knees. This is a hip hinge, not a squat. You will maintain a neutral spine throughout the movement, and you will keep the shoulders retracted until the torso is close to parallel to the floor. During the upward movement, you extend the hips and return to starting position. Now here are some key points about this exercise. Again, you'll want to maintain a neutral spine. You don't want to hyperextend. The dumbbells will remain in contact with the thighs throughout the movement. And again, this is a hip hinge, not a knee bend. And it is not a squat. Now, if you're trying RDLs for the first time, here's an introductory exercise to learn the movement. So you'll want to place your feet about 6 to 8 inches from the wall. Practice pushing the hips back toward the wall, and once the glutes tap the wall, return to the standing position. Again, you're keeping the knees soft, and you can try this for about 30 repetitions before adding weight to the exercise. Now, if you're familiar with Romanian deadlifts, try the movement with a weighted barbell. The movement is the same, except your hand grip will be placed 2 to 6 inches wider than hip width as shown here. Now let's give this exercise a try. And that is the Romanian deadlift. And now for some non-traditional variations of the deadlift using a kettlebell. The kettlebell deadlift is similar to the dumbbell deadlift, but it requires only one apparatus. To execute this exercise, place the feet slightly wider than hip width apart and keep the knees soft. Maintain a close pronated grip on the handle of the kettlebell, and you hinge at the hips, tilting them backward until the spine is parallel to the floor. Return to standing position by extending the hips and maintaining a neutral spine until standing. To get accustomed to this movement, leave the kettlebell on the ground and practice the deadlift by tapping the handle of the kettlebell and return to standing. Once you become familiar with the kettlebell, you can attempt a kettlebell swing. To execute the kettlebell swing, you're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed forward, and knees slightly bent. Hold the kettlebell between your legs with a close pronated grip. Hinge at your hips until the kettlebell is between your legs and slightly behind. Squeeze your glutes to extend your hips to standing and swing the weight up. Like the Romanian deadlift, this movement occurs at the hips, not at the knees. It is not a squat. You also want to maintain a neutral spine throughout this movement. And that's the kettlebell swing.